My name is Brent BIGNELL, student number 1239957, and this is Studio 1 Weaving Landscapes presentation. I have broken up the presentation into two parts. First, I will provide a brief overview of site through diagrams and images, and the second part of the presentation will look at my proposed intervention based on Part 1's findings. Federation Square sits between Melbourne CBD and the Yarra. Federation Square was designed to juxtapose Melbourne's huddle grid. It is a well-activated space which serves as one of Melbourne's cultural hubs. Federation Square doesn't connect with the Yarra. The initial proposal by lab architects had allowed for this connection. However, due to budgetary constraints, the scale of Federation Square was compromised with the paring back of the project. This has left Princess Way and Melbourne Vaults untouched, and thereby providing an opportunity for a new intervention. Melbourne endures a range of temperatures from high 30s during the summer, whilst it can get down to single figures during the winter. Predominantly an outdoor space, this would dictate visitation numbers throughout the year. The proposed site is limited to only glimpses of morning and afternoon sun. The area sits in shade most of the day. Aside from the overshadowing constraints, other opportunities such as sightlines, limited circulation, and material language can be addressed. My proposed intervention is to improve the visual and physical connection between the Yarra and Federation Square. The proposed site intervention is at the Swanston Street end of Federation Square, right next to Victoria's major public transport hub. Activation will be made through multiple connecting points, program, architectural language, and primary and secondary seating. Precedence plays a role in helping develop ideas. There have been many ideas come to the fore with this project. Two precedents in particular have inspired this proposal. Sonetta's Carnarvon project, which is a robust architectural expression of modernism, resembling a sculptural amphitheatre, and David Chipperfield's Donard Centre in Scotland, which demonstrates his ability to reflect the surrounding context sympathetically through material, facade, and order. The next 4 slides look at the contextual diagrams outlining key site interventions. The first slide is permanence, which is all about increasing visitors' time on site. This can be achieved by improving secondary and primary seating, engaging sculptural spaces, which are intimate and accessible. Slide 2 is about program and providing a versatile community-focused space, which can function within a refined yet compact volume. Slide 3 is about transforming the relationship between Federation Square and the Yarra through circulation. And importantly, slide 4 is about creating an environment that encourages and inspires visitors to explore Australian native plants. The main focus of this proposal is to improve circulation. In doing so, there will be different activations implemented, such as highline walkway, sculpted stairs, and a penetration through the vaults, creating a peripheral and physical significance to the area. This brings us to program, which is made of 2 structures, Building A and Building B. These 2 structures are designed to improve visitor retention. Building A has been deliberately positioned for peripheral and physical presence, whilst Building B, not as visually prominent, serves as a place of reference or a destination point. The next section drawings help us better understand the topological constraints of site and how the proposed interventions address and integrate. We are now going to look at Building A's program, a 4-story structure with public access from top and bottom. Ground floor is made up of public toilets. Level 1, the largest indoor space of the building, which can be utilised for public or commercial programming. Level 2 can also be utilised for public and commercial programming, but has the added bonus of an outdoor area bathed predominantly in northern sun. And finally, an observation deck accessible via highline walkway from Federation Square. Building B sits at the foot of Federation Square, consisting of a ground floor and observation deck. The ground floor can be also used as a public or commercial entity. The Highline pedestrian walkway is the main connection to Building A's observation deck. The walkway is not only a pedestrian walkway artery, it also acts as a destination point, providing primary seating and landscaping. It's important to recognise the significance of material. It's also about being considerate to the surrounding area and making sure your language is contextual. This concludes my presentation, and to finish off, I would like to show you some visualizations of my interpretation of weaving landscapes. Thank you.